What home do we want to build? What do you love? What do you care about? Now we can talk about our values. That's a very, very healthy. So we're connecting on that level of we have the same dreams. We want the same thing. And then we've got this amazing communication. We just speak and never put each other down. And we're both invested in the relationship. And we're willing to grow. So I think about 3 years ago, everything was a great, lovely relationship. And then one of us said, let's go for some couples counseling. And I was like, okay, let's go see. Why not? So we went to this person. We sat down there and she said, well, tell me about the relationships and the issues. We spoke about it and she goes, oh, what are you doing here? It was amazing. Like, I worked with people for 20 years to try and get them to have a relationship like this. And we said, yeah, but there's always got to be something that we can improve. So she taught us about the communication that I've told you about a bit. And she just tweaked some stuff. And we had 2 sessions maybe. And we tweaked. And now it's even better. Because it wasn't a bad relationship. It was a good relationship. But usually people who have good relationships, they want better relationships. So they're willing to work on it. So we said, let's go and have a few sessions. See, why not? We read relationships books with each other all the time. We invested in it. I want to grow. I want this to be a good thing. So in any area of your life, if you want to be a great person, if you want to have a great relationship, anything great in your life, it's about growth. You don't become great without growing. You have to be invested in growing. Final one, which doesn't apply to any relationship apart from your spouse, by the way, is there has to be some attraction. There has to be some attraction. In the world I came from, it was all about physical attraction. A healthy relationship is not based on that at all, but it has to have that. So I speak to many people who are dating, and they're like, you know what, he's such a mensch, he's such a good guy, he's got the same values as me, he's really growing all the time. And I say, yeah, but do you think about him when you're not together? Do you look forward to meeting? And they're like, well, no. And I say, I'm sorry, you've got to have some chemistry, some attraction there, but it can't be based on that. But it has to be there. I just like them. There's something that's pulling us together, especially because we believe in soulmates, and you should be attracted to your soulmate. 4, let's say 4 and 1 extra for your spouse. 4 main keys to a healthy relationship. Number 1, it should be based on values. You have the same dreams, the same ideas, the same passions, the same... By the way, you don't have to have the same hobbies. So you can go to opera and you can play rugby. That's okay. That doesn't need to be the same. Do you know... Has anyone met my wife? Can you imagine what my wife is like? My wife is the most opposite person to me in the world. She's exactly the same as me in important things. We have exactly the same values. We communicate in exactly the same way. In terms of personality, she's like a grown-up. She's like a woman, this amazing, dignified, calm. Someone said to me the other day, your wife doesn't walk, she floats. You see my wife, and I'm this like crazy, and that's great for us. They say opposites attract, but when they say opposites attract, it doesn't mean with the opposite values. Don't ever say, we'll grow together. Well, see, it doesn't work. Everyone's getting divorced because you don't grow together. You grow apart. But if you go based on values, so we got the same values, but, you need someone to feed the children and someone to play with the children. That really worked. I remember before I was getting married, I wrote a list of what I want my wife to be. And I showed it to someone, and they said, that's just you as a woman. And you think you want you as a woman, but I don't think that would be very good. No one's going to feed your children. What is going to happen? You're going to float away. What's going on? So I met my wife. She's calm, sweet, reliable. They're amazing. Perfect for each other. So your hobbies, I don't care. Do whatever you like. But be prepared to go to the opera with them. I'll do. What do you need? Whatever's good for you. Values, communication, giving, and growth. Values, communication, giving, and growth. Now, that's all you really need. People are coming up to me and saying, Rabbi, this is a list of what I'm looking for. I'm like, that's 8 different people. As long as you got the same values, and you got this, and you both want to grow, and you communicate well, and you're investing in the relationship, and you have some attraction, it's great. Go for it. You'll deal with everything else. Chill out.